Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We're here in the aftermath of defeating High Vernal, the frosty winter snowy ice bomb dragon. And we're on the east side of this bridge, and I know I saw a second dragon flying above, and there are more arenas, like that one over there. So my question now is, did I just hear... Oh, there you are. Hello, buddy. My question now is, do I go over there in search of what's almost certainly Dragon number 2? Ooh, and I see an Ocularum. Or do I go back across the bridge where the quests live? And I think the answer has scales. Ooh. Nice painted statue. Painted blue, holding a bowl of stuff. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a creme brulee. It's probably not a creme brulee. So a landmark is up here. Yeah, this looks like the entrance. What is this? Dawnstone. Okay. So you got someone carrying a pot. Carrying like water, maybe? Leontine's Steward. The statues decorating the pools of the sun depict Havard, Aegis of the Faith and disciple of Andraste, bearing the prophet's ashes to safety. However, when Grand Duchess Leontine, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, commissioned the statues for placement around the hot springs, she commanded her steward Bellamy to the sculptor for use as a model. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Yep, okay. Bellamy, rumor has it that Steward Bellamy was Leontine's lover, and she wished to see his heroic form wherever she turned. Leontine commissioned at least 100 of the statues. Oh, that's gotta feel pretty good for Bellamy, I guess, assuming that he wasn't coerced into it. From the Highlands of Orlais by Lord Adamar Gard-Hote, Royal Historian. Look at that heroic figure. I wonder if that had to be a thing, like where if you were commissioning, if you were some medieval whoever.
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
Oh, one of the things? Like if you were a medieval someone important commissioning some old saint that no one ever actually saw in real life, you could just pick like your favorite, I don't know, favorite advisor or lover or something like that and make them the model. I feel like that must have been done like the Renaissance and olden times or whatever. Before I get up there, I really want to save because I feel like I'm about to die. Like badly. I'm about to die badly. Oh look, I was right. Kaltenzahn.
A dragon. I suppose we must fight it.
Look at that beautiful red and blue coloring. Okay, again, okay, yeah. What do you do? Frost breath. Okay, makes sense. You're higher level. You're definitely higher level. Oh, the tail swipe. I thought it was going to bite me. Oh, shoot. I forgot to restock on potions. Leg? Yes. So we're doing some damage. Again, I don't think this is going to end well because I never do. Especially with a new dragon, but we'll see how it goes. God, I love that blue and red coloring. Don't frost bomb me, bro. You frost bomb me. Okay. That's a great use, actually, for the boop attack, is to get out of the way of the frost bomb when it's headed my way. Like right now. Oh, look at all this damage coming out. Again, I don't know if it's actually a lot. It just feels like a lot compared to what I was doing before. Lower, less than half. We're doing okay. Yeah, there's kind of a Final Fantasy VIII thing to Reaver, I'm noticing, where just ideally you want to be kind of at low health to do massive damage. Otherwise you're just kind of plinking away. But you don't want to die still, because dying is bad. Here we go, last wave, I think. I think this should be the last one before we take it down, because we're kicking butt on this. I don't know what I was worried about. Oh, other way, oh god! Okay. My party probably shouldn't be standing in the middle, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do. They're drawing the attacks away from me, who's the Inquisitor. That's very kind of them. Oh, nice. And you're going down. Look at you. Got him. That was not even a sweat. Not even a problem. 6 dragons down. 4 to go. Oh, we got some level ups. Nice. Caliban. Alright, so we got Caliban, Potions Belt, Masterwork Prowler Armor. First wielded by Caliban, the most famous non-Pentaghast dragon hunter. He claimed to have seen the last dragon in the early Steel Age, notorious for his commoner heritage and sexual appetite. After the death of his lover, Queen Fiona Theron, he went into self-imposed exile and, some say, trained a secret warrior order in the Frostback Mountains called the Calibanites. It certainly looks like it. Looks like we found one of their weapons. Kunari Hunter's sword grip. Okay. And this is a level 20 sword. And so, Cassandra, can you use this? Staff of the Void. Did I not see Staff of the Void? I didn't. A weapon that stills the air around it. I did see it, but I didn't read it. The inscription is Ulta Vinter Imperium. There is strength in absence. Absence of weakness and of limitation. Absence of caution and of mercy. The void has always been within. That's kind of beautiful. That's like Sith poetry. I mean, the Sith were not about absence, though. They were about, like, filling yourself with all the emotions and doing all the things, but, I don't know, it still feels Sithy. So what is your current weapon? Axe of Green Edges? Yeah, let's give this to you. Heal on kill. Plus extra damage for each enemy within 8 meters. Perfect for a tank. There's a Fade Rift over there. I could keep exploring here. I think I'll go back to this area, keep questing around, and then eventually we'll come back here and, I don't know, and finish exploring here. Because I assume that quests will bring me here, but maybe not. But I'll leave this area for now. After this Ocularum. Shards. Shards spotted. Oh.
Sarah, I was speaking with Dagnar recently. Did you take some of her tools?
Just the thing that removes the screw bits. I thought I'd put it back. I'll put it back.
Why did you have it in the first place?
Needed it for the hinges.
What hinges?
Like on a door. Don't worry, it's not for you.
That's comforting.
Fucking pranking people. I also like the echo effect that we got, just by virtue of that we're in like an amphitheater type place, or we're just, I don't know, wherever we are. Oh, look at that. Look at this view. I get that this might be a tough game for people with easy vertigo, but this is gorgeous. This is really cool. Alright, so we're progressing on. I collected a bunch of the little shards around here. Now we're venturing into new territory. Mama's Ring. An elderly woman left an heirloom ring behind when she was forced out of her home by the Red Templars. Find Mama's Ring. Okay, so we got that and a couple of other things across the way. We're going to have to clear out some Red Templar folk over here. Sure smells like it.
Kill them.
Oh, you're a tank. I don't care about you yet. I also see something is blinking. Alright, so Mama's ring should be over here. No, we're not. Fisherman's litter. Hey, Wormface, you know our usual spot under Judy's Crossing? I was there fishing 2 nights ago when the entire thing came down. So this is the bridge that collapsed? A thunderous noise like you've never heard. Maker must have been watching my sorry behind. I don't know how I got out of there alive. It was those damn Templars. No, this isn't the bridge. It was those damn Templars. I told you there was something shifty-like about them. Anyway, I was picking myself up when I saw something glittery in the rubble on the shore. I would have gone and looked, but those Templars were poking around what was left of the bridge, and I didn't want them to see me. I'm thinking there might have been some sort of treasure hidden in the bridge. I'll need you on the lookout while I dig. Come by when you've a mind to. We'll head over. Hooknose. So this is from Hooknose and Wormface. It's quite a pair. I'm guessing those are fishing names, like fishing. It's got to be like fishing related. Okay. It's in this house, or the ruins of this house. Snow-covered diary, an excerpt from Adeline's diary. A messenger came today. He said Gerard was killed. He tried to explain to Remy how it happened, but Remy wasn't listening. I had to tell him to leave. Excuse me. I tried to explain to Remy what it all meant, but I don't think he heard me either. He just shivered and asked me to put more wood on the fire. I don't think he understands. Maybe he just doesn't want to. I hate this war. This is, I guess, someone hearing about the death of a loved one and someone not processing it in their household. Where's the thing, though? Mama's ring. Okay. Got it. Got it. And then there's a separate quest over here, it looks like. If we can find our way through the rocks, maybe? Yeah. Letters home. Dell, it's Aldrich. It is Aldrich, like I told you it would be. I always know when it's him. I get that prickle on the back of my neck. Maker knows how it happens, it just does. You should have trusted me. I knew he wouldn't let me go. Sorry, I'm yawning. I know I'm so tired right now. He wouldn't let Diane go. I'm going to lay a false trail, get him away, then double back and come at him from behind. Then I'm going to end him. Is this like trying to get out of a domestic violence situation? I hope I'll have the opportunity to send this. Maybe I'll find a messenger in Sarnia. I just like writing to you, talking to you. It makes me feel like you're close. Like Father's close. He taught us everything he knew about hunting, which gives me the courage I'll need to do what I have to. Love always, Diane. Huh. Capturing Suledin Keep. I don't really care about that right now. Yeah, so the quests are going to take me across the way. And this is... Where's this one? Oh, this is to the south. Okay. What's over here? Yeah, let's go capture Suledin Keep first. Let's do that first. Is that the keep? Yeah, it's looking in pretty rough shape. Pretty Templarish shape. They're attacking someone? Red Templar Shadow. I definitely want to kill you first because you're nasty. Oh, quest opened up here. Oh,
Bad news, Herald. Your efforts to drive off the Red Templars have not gone unnoticed.
How are you doing?
Shale knows we're here. He sent Red Templars after me, and a pack of shades descends now upon Sarnia.
That's
People
right.
are defenseless. I must return without delay. It's up to you to destroy Imshale.
Imshale's the incubus, right? Call me Imshale. That quest name, that's pretty great. Okay, so this is the Red Templar Keep, but it's corrupted, and basically an incubus runs it. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Claim the keep for the Inquisition. Okay, so this will be a new hub also once we clear it. You're awfully enthusiastic for someone who died in like 3 seconds. Not sure you have much of a choice. Oh, get booped on. Who boops the boopers? So I wonder if the Red Templar know that they're working for a demon? I thought that's what Imshale was. Because I know the Red Templar are like corrupt and evil and stuff, but I didn't think they were demonically evil. I thought they were just kind of their own flavor of evil. Like the Tevinter Old God thing, which is different than demons. But I guess maybe the incubus seduced them, or I don't know, took control of their brains, as incubuses are wont to do. Suledin Keep documents. Do we know anything about that Imshale fellow? Where did he come from? Why are we to defer to him? He's not from the Order, so far as I know, and there's something about him that makes me uneasy. Haydn. Yeah, so it sounds like he does hold some sway over them, but they're not, like, they acknowledge that there's some kind of schism, that he's not just like Templar officer number 72, that something's weird about him. Are we going to see notes about like people who try going against him? Not sure you have much of a choice. Oh, that's Sarah. Sorry. Sorry, Sarah. Test notes. We must carefully control exposure to red lyrium. The last one had entered a savage frenzy from the lyrium. We had to put it down. Put it down? Are they like making animals exposed to red lyrium? Once the red lyrium takes hold, their strength increases as we expected, but it makes them even more difficult to leash. Yeah, it looks like they might be exposing Mabari to it, maybe. Until we obtain the creatures in large enough numbers to test different techniques, we will never achieve reliable method of corruption and control. I may have to recommend setting aside the entire experiment. Surely the behemoth serves our purposes. So the fact that it's something they don't have in large numbers makes me think it's not a Mabari, because Mabari have been like domesticated and are, I don't know, I don't think it's Mabari.
We found the heart of the red lyrium operation.
Can I read that, or is it not? Am I not allowed to read it? Here we are. Test notes. The giant brought... Oh, the giants. The giant brought from the Emerald Graves last week died this morning. It had received a small injury to the abdomen that eventually killed it. We have only one surviving giant. The first changes have been promising. I am hopeful. It must be difficult to capture the creatures without violence, but there is too much at risk in beating them into submission. Breeding them might be feasible. Unfortunately, no one has spotted a female of the species. Okay, I guess there is some crossover between Final Fantasy 15 and Dragon Age Inquisition. Let's see. Open. I'm sure this will be a great idea that won't backfire on us. Go for it, Sarah. That is grotesque. Look at that. It's like a it's like a cyclops. I don't know if actually the giants are always one-eyed, but I don't think they are. It's got like a saber tooth. That looks painful. It looks like a painful way to go. It has mass. It's like something we can jump on. Can I attack it? No, it's not interactable with in that way. Why are we able to access this cage even? Just to get a closer look at it? Is there something we can do to it? I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just a flavor thing. Like, there are cages, and of course they're locked, and ew. That's pretty gross. Yeah, so of course we can pick the locks because they're locked. Corypheus will prevail. Maybe, but I expect that to be probably not the canon ending. I mean, maybe it's a actually, I wonder. I wonder if there's an ending where Corypheus does win somehow. Infected giant. Crap. So. Yeah, so let's just take you out first. I feel like block and slash still helps even if I don't... Oh, that shield is actually nasty. I feel like block and slash helps even if I don't get the slash part in. Like, it seems to mitigate some damage at least.
Do not let them succeed. Do not let them succeed.
Look at that damage. That feels great to do.
Make it take you.
Okay, so they already kind of... I'm not sure, because that was infected. I actually couldn't tell whether it was the infection that caused it to have one eye or whether they're cyclopses naturally. Let me know if you remember. Yeah, let me know in comments, or if you actually remember what an uninfected giant looks like. I mean, we're still in the keep, yeah. Oh, secret.
Stupid cold. You know what's not cold? Cities.
I would like to cordially invite you to Minneapolis. It's got to be up top, right? Maybe I have to climb this branch? No, that doesn't seem right. Maybe I have to come at it from the... oh, yeah, I see the thing up there. Like right above me, where I'm jumping. Maybe you have to come at it from the other angle. Like from one side. Yeah, let me try swinging around from up top. Read. Suledin Keep documents. Hayden, make sure everyone makes you uneasy. Calm down. What I hear is Imshale was sent to help oversee red lyrium growth in the quarry. He supports the cause, and that's all that matters. Keep your nose down, do your job, and don't antagonize him. Connell. I feel like Hayden probably didn't listen to that, and that Hayden probably antagonized him. So this is my hunch about where we go. And it's looking fruitful. So just some loot up here. Dragonthorn. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's try that again. There we go. Bottle of Thetis, Abyssal Peach. Not so much filtered as drenched. Should be kept in a cold, dark place. Also locked. Forgotten as well if one is wise. Oh, God. Okay. I've heard people describe Coors Light that way, but I am not a beer drinker, so I can't confirm or deny. Apologies if I've just offended your beer of choice. So we got a couple statues here of archers. Elven archers. No less. Alright, now we're getting into the keep proper. Codex unlocked. The First Blight, Chapter 4. Here we are. The First Blight, Chapter 4. Founded at Weishaupt Fortress in the Anderfels, the Grey Wardens offered humanity hope in its darkest hour. Veterans of decades of battles with the Darkspawn came together, and the best amongst them pledged to do whatever was necessary to stem the tide of darkness that swept across the land. These great humans, elves, and dwarves pooled their knowledge of the enemy and formed a united front to put a stop to the Archdemon's rampage. And stop it they did. Ballads are still sung today of the First Grey Warden charge into the waves of Darkspawn at the city of Nordbaden. That's a new one to me. Each warden facing 10 or 20 Darkspawn at a time. Squadrons of Grey Wardens mounted on their mighty griffins, soaring through the blackened skies and battling the terrible Archdemon with spear and spell. Oh, what a sight it must have been. Incredibly, the Grey Wardens won that first battle. They raised their arms in victory, and suddenly there was hope. The Grey Wardens led the lands of men and the last stalwart defenders of the Dwarven halls against the hordes of the Archdemon Dumat for the next 100 years, gaining and losing ground, but never backing away. From all over Thedas, they recruited whoever possessed the skill and strength to raise the Grey Warden's banner, making no distinction between elven slave or human noblemen, and finally, nearly 2 centuries after the first old god rose from the earth, the Grey Wardens assembled the armies of men and dwarves at the Battle of Silent Fields. It was then that Dumat finally fell and the First Blight ended. I don't think I read this story before or knew about it. The Devinter Imperium would face a new challenge with the coming of the Prophet Andraste. Thoughts of the Blight grew distant. With Dumat's defeat, the Darkspawn were no longer considered a threat, but with the wisdom of hindsight, we know that conceit proved foolish indeed. The task of the Grey Wardens was far from over. From Tales of the Destruction of Thedas, by Brother Gentv, renowned Chantry scholar. Place it. There we are. The Cradle of Sulevan. The Sulevan Blade, a sword with purpose. So this is from the quest I had earlier. When our people ruled the Dales, the blade's purpose was to defend their borders. God, I'm so sorry for yawning. When the Chantry marched against us, its purpose was to protect the innocent from those who would oppress us. More than one great hand wielded it in battle. Yet few know its name, fewer still will speak of it because of the way it ended. The exalted march stretched on, and the Chantry's forces were nearing victory. A band of elves could not bear the loss. Desperation drove them to take the Sulevan Blade. A wish for vengeance gave the sword a new purpose. If the Chantry thinks us monsters, they thought, then who are we to argue? They spilled innocent blood to power their magic. With it, they would defeat their enemies. Only the ritual failed. The elves stood in the darkness, blood on their fingers, bodies at their feet. Then they heard the sound of footsteps. The elves' wish for vengeance was granted to those they had slaughtered. Spirits reached beyond the veil and claimed the elves where they stood. Oh, shit. Talk about a backfire. As for the Sulevan Blade, the sword lies broken in the cursed place where the elves attempted their ritual. Perhaps one day will be reforged and given a new purpose. Like by me, like the thing I'm wielding now. But at what cost? I don't know. The location was lost long ago. Those who seek the sword never return. Some say they are claimed by the same spirits who were angered long ago. As much as we long for our past, there are some memories better left buried. Story recited by Neria, first to keeper Elindra of Clan Ralafarin, to Matthias Lauren, Inquisition scribe. And with that, I know I'm going to pause here because Suledin Keep looks like it's going to be kind of a big place. I'm going to pause here and call the session. Next time we will continue pushing through Suledin Keep to knock out Imshale, hopefully. Yeah, call me Imshale's over there. And I will see you in the next time. Have a great weekend.